system, and it will work as a fountain. It will work as a pump, and we also it will even pump mud. So I'm going to turn it over to Darren, let him show you how. Okay, Darren's going to show you about this. Again, I'm calling it the running dog. Instead of showing you every glue and everything like that, which is pretty boring, we're going to just glue one on to show how we got the 45 made on it. And we've got those at 45-degree angles so they don't go against the bottom of the tote and stick to it. So it will have a little angle that way. We also believe that the 45 gives it a little extra power. Okay, I'll turn that over. Darren, what you thinking?
Well, we're going to prove that out this time with a little bit of, we're going to prove out with the 45. That's going to help. They'll be a little different than we made a 1/2-inch version of this without the 45. And we're pretty pleased with it, so we're going to see if on a bigger one and the 45 we think might help. Again, we're dealing with less than 4 psi of air pressure. I bet that sounded great. Less than 4 psi of air pressure. So shouldn't matter. Honestly, a good dry fit would probably hold them, so I'm not real concerned that my glue is a little dry. Other than getting it out of the can. All right.
Okay, we're going to put up the running dog, is what we call this little pump. This is a different design. We've never tested it. We have no idea if it'll work. If it doesn't work, we've got some backups that we can use later, but this is what we're going to test today. And this is going into the fish part of the fish tank, or the sump pump part. This is where the water runs into it. And that's Sean and Darren. They're going to be working. I'm going to be watching again. 5-degree angles, and he's going to hook up the water hose, which actually has our air in it. And then we're going to hook it up to make it pump into our IBC totes through the brain, as we call it. You want to see if it works first?
All right. Yo, girl, give me the air hose.
All right.
It looks like a water hose.
We're going to test out the air, quote, water hose. He's going to hook it up, make sure it's working, because we've never even tested this. He's hooking up the water hose now. I'd get closer, guys, but there's
it's a steep little. I'm kind of thinking it might work.
It has an upburst working.
We may have not taken the springs out.
All right, he's going to check the springs here.
These don't have springs.
Okay. We've used a different type of pump, so this may not work. So we may have to go back to the other style. Folks, we never know. We try them and we see, and we still don't know if it works yet. Now, in the 1/2-inch version, it worked fine. So we only did is upscale it to 2-inch and the angle. So you may have to pull it up like at a neck there. That's the angle. So the front of it's got to be angled more. Okay. Okay, I think it's going to work, folks. But it's not putting out the amount of water we would think.
When you cut, grab a.
Needs a 45 if you can find one, a 1-inch 45.
Let's see if we can find a 1-inch 45.
I think it's depth is the. Okay, we've hooked up the dog pump, and it's not producing the amount of water we'd like, so we'll have to tweak it, but it does work. And it's enough to give it a try here. Work on the model. That's the running dog, and the angle has to be perfect for it. So we're going to work on the angle. We may redesign it slightly.